the east, low pressure down around Florida, and high pressure out here in the Atlantic. Will be some steering winds, pretty similar to what happened with Fran. Remember, Fran passed through the center of both those systems way back, well, last week. Here we go. We put this into motion. You can see the counterclockwise flow over Florida as things move to the northwest down around Florida. That's the wind flow. Here's why we have to worry about that, because Hortense is out here. Hurricane Hortense is sitting down just south of Puerto Rico, about 90 miles. Winds are up to 80 miles for Tuesday, moving over our area.
This is a special edition of WeatherScope, sponsored by 100% Colombian coffee. Look for this symbol to find the richest coffee in the world.
A good Tuesday morning. I'm Cheryl Lemke reporting live from the Weather Channel Forecast Center. And today marks the peak of the hurricane season. And rather appropriately, we have a dangerous hurricane to talk about, Hurricane Hortense, which continues to bear down on Puerto Rico. Now, during the wee hours of the morning, it did make landfall over the southwestern part of Puerto Rico, right around the town of Guanica. And at that point, it was packing 80.
Again, all the reports, or most of the reports, are unofficial, but we have numerous reports of virtually all the rivers overflowing. Their banks, most every road except for one or two major roads, are intransitable. Just numerous reports of downed trees and down power lines obstructing the road, and basically everything is at a standstill right now. We've got very, very heavy rain here in San Juan.
Though over eastern sections of the Dominican Republic, so that's pretty much the trend that we'll be seeing throughout the day. Hurricane watches too remain posted for portions of the Bahamas, including the Turks and the Caicos Islands. Meanwhile, tropical storm warnings too still in effect for the U.S. and the British Virgin Islands, and we've had some really rough conditions too for the Virgin Islands. Let me just mention that around St. Croix we had reports of some very heavy amounts of Hurricane Hortense, the tremendous amounts of tropical downpours, the heavy rains. Again, we've had some reports of 12 to 15 inches of rain inundating Puerto Rico, even higher amounts than that for the mountainous areas. And with the runoff from the mountains and all the rivers and streams already at bank full capacity, more serious flooding and more mudslides will likely be continuing throughout the day as the rains continue. Here we can see
from the Weather Channel.
Good evening, Bill Keneely alongside John Hope in the Weather Channel Forecast Center. John Hope, a hurricane specialist. John, things are starting to change regarding Hurricane Hortense, and not necessarily for the better.
No, it's getting a bit stronger according to the reconnaissance aircraft and according to our analysis of the satellite pictures. So we think it will strengthen here in the next several hours.
And in all likelihood, a direct function of getting away from the taller peaks of land.
Right. It's moving now a little bit toward the northwest, and it was moving more or less parallel to the coast of the Dominican Republic.
John, let's also note the western semicircle of the hurricane now starting to show some signs of life. That is out where it's getting over that warm water.
We didn't see that much yesterday, but now we do see this, and this is another reason why we are thinking that we will see this hurricane get a bit stronger here during the night.
The radar picture is still showing all that rainfall. Look at that rain just about across the entire island of Puerto Rico. Now, thankfully, there are some breaks, and incidentally, the Hurricane Center over in this area, unfortunately, it's too far down range from the actual radar site to show a discernible eye. There is an eye wall that is based on the Hurricane Hunter aircraft. Down the road, John, what do you think?
Well, that's what people are very concerned about. And
wallet with an extremely heavy rain, so this is where we could see the 6 to 12-inch rains today. So bad news in the eastern Dominican Republic, but better news for Puerto Rico. As you can see, the enhanced clouds have pushed to the west, so it looks like the main threat for any significant showers probably in the extreme western part of Puerto Rico today, as some drier air has seemed to settle into the eastern part of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. But here's our convective ball, and earlier you could see the eye right there, and it's been moving off towards the northwest, but right now the eye is being obscured by some of these high-level cirrus clouds, some of the blow-off from all these big thunderstorms right near the center of circulation. Here are the Turks and the Caicos here, so you can see with the whole movement off to the northwest, it looks like these areas are in for a very rough day today, in particular this morning as the storm nears. Here's a look at the radar.